Hey guys, I apologize if my voice sounds weird. I was watching a Columbia soccer game last night and I was screaming so loud that my voice is still gone. So if my voice sounds weird in this video, sorry about that. I got too excited last night. Alright guys, here's the review. Loki episode 5 is currently available on Disney Plus, and this time around Loki has been pruned to this new world where everyone who gets pruned by the TVA goes to the barren wasteland. There are Thanos helicopters, there are destroyed helicarriers, and it's just The Last of Us. It's the MCU version of The Last of Us land. And I love it. I love this episode. This is my favorite one so far. And I said that with each episode, but truly, this series gets better and better each time around. And here, we get to see a whole bunch of Lokis. We got Richard E. Grant Loki, we got Kid Loki, we got Black Loki, we got Alligator Loki, we got Lokis betraying each other, Loki's jacking off to each other. I'm just kidding about that last part. Marvel, please make that. But we got a whole bunch of Lokis in this episode. And while Sylvie is trying to figure out what's going on, really behind the TVA, since the timekeepers are fake, she is holding the leader that I forgot the name to hostage until she prunes herself to this land to figure out what is going on. And once Sylvie gets there, she gets attacked by this cloud monster that's after everybody or is guarding something, because once she gets close to it, she saw something there, and now she's planning to enchant it to figure out what that cloud is really guarding. Mobius is also here. We get to see him back. Thank God he's not dead. I love Owen Wilson. Please, for the love of God, say wow. But it's good to see him back and that he's okay. I was so upset thinking that he might have died in the last episode because we want to see him on a jet ski. Correction, I said like snowboarding something in my last review. It is jet ski. Sorry about that. Now being serious, this is legitimately the best episode. It has the most interesting stuff going on, because it's now starting to lead towards the conclusion. The Lokis that are presented here are awesome, and the trailer made it seem like the Loki in this scene is the same Loki that we saw throughout the rest of the series, but no, that's a different Loki. He's the leader of this whole group that's after something of these Lokis, and he also gets his hand cut off by the alligator. And the alligator bits his hand off, and it starts a massive fight that is just hilariously awesome. But the actual ending, once we get to the cloud monster fight, we get built up to this monster as being something unstoppable, and that not even all the Lokis can take down. And Sylvie was able to convince Loki, I'm gonna have to differentiate these Lokis, Tom Hiddleston's true Loki that we've been following, to help her enchant it, while Mobius, with that pad, goes back to the TVA to try and burn the whole thing to the ground, while Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and Richard E. Grant Loki goes back to do their own thing. But Richard E. Grant has a change of heart near the end and decides to build a fake Asgard in the middle of the battle to distract the monster long enough so that Loki and Sylvie can enchant it. And once they're able to accomplish that, and Richard E. Grant Loki sacrifices himself. We then cut there. We see the building in which it looks like a Doctor Doom castle, in my opinion. So it could be Doctor Doom or it could be Kang. We'll have to see to the next episode to figure out what is in that castle. But there's a lot of this is the most entertaining episode of Loki because it just had the most stuff going on. We see B-15 imprisoned by the villains as they're also trying to figure out what's going on with the Timekeepers, though. They have more insidious plans, it seems like, for what they're trying to do. And I'm just now very interested to see what's going to happen. Is the TVA and all these Lokis going to come together and fight each other to figure out what's going on? Is Kang going to be the final boss that they had to fight? Or is it just going to be another fake out? I hope it's not another fake out. Though this is Loki, so you could probably expect that the most in this series. But overall, this is a really good episode. I had a fun time. The dialogue and character work and progression and the relationship between Sylvie and Loki are still great. And I'm very excited to see if Sylvie's going to come back in the rest of the MCU. I hope she does, because I love this character and their relationship with one another. It's so sweet. But yeah, best episode of Loki so far. Check it out. And I'll see you guys next time.